So I remember several years ago, my family and I decided that we were going to go camping, and we went to Colorado. I remember it was this beautiful campsite, and we had already set up camp, and we'd gone out back, and we noticed that there was this incredible river that was running down through the backside of our camp, and man, it was like a play place for our kids. And I remember there was one day when my two boys were out playing by the river, and man, they were just having a blast, so much fun, and they thought it would be a great idea to just start walking back downstream, kind of away from our camp. And as the sun was going down, they needed to get back to our camp, so they started coming back, and as they were getting there, man, our trail that went to our campground was pretty easy to miss, right? Because it was just kind of a bunch of trees, and so they were just walking upstream, had the river on their left, and they just kept walking and kept walking and kept walking and kept walking, and they were getting a little bit further away from the river, and then all of a sudden it happened. My son, who was 12 at the time, just kind of stopped for a minute and just went, man, I'm nowhere near where I need to be. Like I'm way off track. I'm not close to our camp or close to home or to mom and dad. And so in that moment, he had to just kind of reorient himself with the surroundings that he was in, because he was like, man, I've got to get back home. And so he stopped for a minute, assessed what was going on, and he thought with his super Bear Grylls skills, right? Like if I was coming in and the river was on the left, then if I put the river on my right, then I can get back to where I'm supposed to go. And so he got back to the river and put it on the right side and began to walk back towards home, where Dad, who was frantic, was running up the river, and it was met with this big embrace. But I wonder, just for a second, how many of you might find yourself at that place where my son was, where he was in the middle of these woods thinking, man, I am nowhere near where I'm supposed to be. I'm off the path. And maybe some of you are thinking, man, I'm off the path of where God wants me to be. I'm off the path of where, man, I used to be. And you're thinking, how do I get back on? Well, I want to invite you to come be a part of a series called Reorient, where we are going to talk about that. As we walk through Hebrews 12, we're going to talk about what our eyes are supposed to be focused on and how we can get back to what truly matters. We want you to join us at Vantage Point Church for this awesome series that I think will transform your life in a big way.